Pigs come up with the ball and head to the left of your screen. Firing and getting the job done very early. It's the landlord, Simon Dwight. And then the dish. Now it's McKinnon going to work. Outside Dave Hinton, top 10 in the league from this range last year. He's on the money.
This is a great start for this like that. It builds a lot of confidence.
Rogers dances into the paint, can't get it to tumble, but it's Mark Nash with a clean-up too.
But it's always hard to scout Adelaide because they have many freelance options within their offensive patterns.
Brett Maher penetrating with the shot clock expiring in the background. The captain gets the job down by Farley. Now it's Maher looking inside for Mark Nash. The pass was a poor one. It's more directed at Simon Dwight. Now Maher has some defence to play, and Willie Farley scoots by to add another two.
Willie runs, it makes it tough on the defence.
Brett Maher decides to fire against Willie Farley, his old sparring partner, and Brett Maher does a good job. He now has 5 points
on his jumping.
Catalini against McKinnon. The two number 6 is now Rogers feeding Mark Nash. Got a good look at the hoop and comes up with the goods as well. Nash now with 5 points in the match here. Now Rucker working past Charles Thomas, elevating sweetly. A nice finish from Derek Rucker as well.
Derek probably takes on a different role this year where he's looking to distribute. He did have.
Breeze checks in, Catalini sits down, so we get a new look. Adelaide line up on the floor, and that's excellent work from Brett Maher.
That is target in Paul Rogers, and maybe they had to make some adjustments to try and utilize his skills.
Trahan, welcome to the pig pen as he nails his opening shot. Breeze around the perimeter to Maher. Now they go down low. Jacob Holmes working on Scotty McGregor. Holmes fall away. They said he was on the improve, and there's the evidence. See him back in action. Here he is taking it at him once more. Oh, he's back in the NBA and stand by the slamming Sam McKinnon. We'll have another look at Sam McKinnon. Solo again against Jacob Holmes. He hands off Trahan. Got away from Charles Thomas. He beats the buzzer. He brings the curtain down on turn number 1 with another triple, and West Sydney closed from within 3.
Very aggressive, very comfortable as he catches the basketball here and shows Charles Thomas a little fake and a little fade to the back and to the left as he drilled that one. That never looked like missing, and Charles, the reason he lunged at him.
Jacob Holmes, a product of the Australian Institute of Sport and a local Adelaide boy, so good on him.
Well, we've seen Aaron Trahan show us good range in each of the 4 claims for 9 points in the match. He leads all scorers.
This is a shootout. The shooting percentages are very, very high.
Catalini against Sam McKinnon. Charles Thomas working on Rucker to the baseline, coming up with the 2, drawing.
Willie Farley down the other end, he's been their leading scorer right throughout the playoffs, as we see the shot there, and Hinton just couldn't stay.
Work. Hinton moves it onward. Simon Dwight attracted plenty of attention. He scoots by them and with one hand throws it down.
Parting it.
Hinton gets it back. The captain looking to penetrate. Bad pass. Willie Farley knew what was going on. Has Rucker in support. Doesn't need it. Back-to-back duns for West Sydney.
Farley personally.
Simon Dwight. Quite an athlete.
Correct call, and we see Farley go in and pick up those cheap ones. And when you have it.
Final play of the first half, where Sydney started this period down by 3. They lead by 3 now, and Farley looks to double it. And again, they beat the buzzer, as they did at the end of 1. At the major break, West Sydney score right on the siren. Working the other wing, Charles Thomas fires unsuccessfully, gets another opportunity, and this time he does make them pay.
You like that as a player when you've just missed one and you
put on the accelerator. This time to Martin Catalini looking to penetrate. McKinnon got a piece of the ball. Catalini still working strong, and hola, mi amigo. Martin Catalini category. Farley the only West Sydney player in double figures, and Adelaide have retaken the lead here as Simon Dwight flushes another 2 for the West Sydney Razorbacks. By Nash. Now Charles Thomas gets another look at the hoop, can't finish. Nash from close range, overcooked it. Catalini has the tap in.
And again, Simon.
More than 100 more to come, one suspects, as Hinton goes to work and did a good job to find the target against Paul Rogers. As Hinton surveys the options. Farley top of the key past Charles Thomas with the afterburners on it. Rattles around the rim. Willie Farley with his first score of the second now has 13 in the game.
You talk about rolling off of a screen with a purpose. That was quick. And a quick one for Brett Maher. We have seen some very poor defense.
Across the board, I'm talking.
Adelaide with the break, and that's excellent work from Charles Thomas. The no-look pass to Jacob Holmes for the finishing touches. Just can't reel it in. Thought he was fouled by Dave Hinton. The referees didn't see it that way. Scott McGregor throws up the shot, and the tip-in tumbles with some authority from Dave Hinton.
Adelaide just looked tentative. I mean,
Where they think they have an advantage.
this is a guy that you don't mind the ball ending up in his hands at the end of a shot clock. He just explodes
The ball. Skip pass finds McGregor in the corner, measures the triple, and Scott McGregor. That goes to McKinnon. 3 on the shot clock. Something has to happen quickly. Derek got a good look at the hoop. How many times are they going to beat the buzzer? That's the 3rd time in this match. They keep finding the basket when they need to. The man, the hot hand in this period, but not on that occasion. And here comes Rucker again. Only McGregor ahead of him in terms of teammates. He doesn't need any support as he adds in that. Brett Maher. In the corner is Jason Williams measuring the triple, and Adelaide certainly needed that. Just 5 of 20 before that. As we move inside the last 60 seconds of this 3rd term, it's McKinnon penetrating, needs help. Here's Bolden from close range. Bruce Bolden finally breaks the drought. His first point to
get upstairs. He comes, as so many shot blockers do. McGregor slows down Jacob Holmes, and Sam McKinnon throws it down. Was that even going to make it to the rim?
Take a good look at him because they won't see him too much longer.
Willie Farley. Too quick for Charles Thomas. His trademark dunk excites the fans here at the Pink Pen. They're back into the NBL fold. Derek Rucker. It gave him a little bit of latitude, and it was a bad mistake as Derek punches the air with delight and even does in net.
2 guys with no hair, Derek Rucker and Willie Farley. Brett Maher with nowhere to go here. Kicks it over to his backcourt running mate, Willie Farley. Now, in a foot race, not many people are going to catch him. Now, this is Derek taking advantage of Mark Nash going underneath the screen. Actually got caught up on it. Good.
The ball feeds Brett Maher, who comes forward. Simon Dwight can't prevent him from getting to the rack, and it's Catalini with the tip in. Martin Catalini. Willie Farley now wants some help. Paul Rees provides it to Charles Thomas. Single numbers on the shot clock. Charles Thomas fires, and again he comes up with the goods.
Themselves. But it just seems as if you just can't let Adelaide hang around like West Sydney is allowing them to do.
Yeah, and a very good wrestle off the ball. Here's McKinnon feeding McGregor from close range off the window. Scott McGregor's come to play. Out. 3:13 left on the clock. Oh my God! It is Big Wednesday here on Fox Sports. And I don't know if big is the word that we need. Oh, what is going on in the NBL? Come forward. Maher decides to go alone, and why not? Brett Maher now with 23 points.
That would make him even tougher.
Sure would. Simon Dwight goes upstairs, blocks that shot, but you have to remember, you have to take the basketball to the hole. You have to go right at him, go right at his body. When you start to fade away or switch hands, he's just upstairs waiting for you to do that. Go into his body. Catalini has gone to the hoop a couple of times.
Blake's going the Razorbacks' way.
Catalini in traffic, tried to get it to Brett Maher. Derek Rucker said he'll have a piece of it. Has support, doesn't need any. At 36, the birthday boy gets upstairs for the dunk. Well, West Sydney started the final period with an 8-point advantage. In the final analysis, they win by an even dozen. And Willie Farley with his old friends from Adelaide, they won the champion to win one for the West Sydney Razorbacks as they look to go one better.